Okay, we're back on the record in cause number 310790, the state of Texas versus Howard Dwayne Walker. And the court has before it a motion to revoke Mr. Walker unadjudicated probation. Mr. Walker, um, we're back on the record. State, as it relates to allegation one, what is the state's position on allegation one?
The state is going to abandon allegation number one.
Okay. Now, so allegation number two states that the defendant, Howard Dwayne Walker, committed the offense of criminal mischief class B misdemeanor in that on or about the on or about the 12th day of August of 2018 in the county of Jefferson, state of Texas, that Howard Dwayne Walker did then and there intentionally and knowingly damage property named their car window owned by Michaela Edwards. Hereafter filed a complaint about throwing a baby seat through the car window, and the value of the pecuniary loss so inflicted was at least $100, but less than $750 against the peace and dignity of the state, and in violation of condition one in the defendant's probation order. Mr. Walker, to
Yes, sir.
that allegation, do you think true or not true?
True.
Now, allegation number three allege that you committed the offense of interference with emergency telephone call, which is a class A misdemeanor, in that on or about the 12th day of August of 2018 in the county of Jefferson, state of Texas, that you, Howard Dwayne Walker, did then and there knowingly prevent and interfere with the ability of Michaela Edwards, hereafter style a complainant, to place an emergency telephone call and to request assistance in an emergency from a law enforcement agency, medical facility, and other agency or entity whose primary purpose is to provide for the safety of individuals against the peace and dignity of the state, and in violation of condition one of your probation order. Is that true or not true?
True.
True. Allegation four alleges that you failed to report to the Jefferson County Probation Office as ordered by the court for the month of September 2018 as directed in violation of condition four of your probation order. Is that true or not true?
True.
Allegation five allege that you failed to pay court assessed fees as ordered by the court, and as of October 16 of 2018, you were $1,305 in arrears in violation of condition eight of your probation order. Is that true or not true?
True.
Allegation six allege that you failed to perform community service hours as required by the court in violation of condition 14 of your probation order. Is that true or not true?
That's basically saying I didn't refuse to do any of that though.
No, it says that you failed to perform the community service hours required as ordered by the court in violation of condition 14 of your probation order. Is that true or not true?
Did you get them all done?
I didn't have to. I didn't get time to because of the cases we was dealing with. Like with all that being going through, that's what made me start recruiting because she was my transportation to report and everything like that. That all that was in place at the time.
So how do you plead, true or not true?
Is it true that did you complete all the community service?
No.
You did not.
Mm.
So is it true or untrue that you did not complete the community service?
True.
So you're pleading true, okay. Now, are you pleading true to allegations 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 freely and voluntarily? Mr.
I'm not forcing you to do this.
Are you pleading true to the allegation 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 freely and voluntarily?
I mean, is anyone forcing you to do this? Are you pleading true voluntarily?
Yes, sir. True.
And now are you pleading true because they are true? These allegations.
Yes, sir. True.
All right. Now, I have before me what is, on the tablet, what has been marked as State's Exhibit number 1. Now, on this page 2 of State's Exhibit number 1, and that's the document that, that's on the tablet. Let's do this here. Now, I'm making a notation here, and the notations that I'm making on here is the allegations that you pled true to. Allegation 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Now, there are some initials next to the line that's marked MTRP, and with these allegations 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and these initials are HW. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
All right. And on the next page of the same document, page 3, there's a signature above the line that says defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, which is the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, there's a signature at the bottom above the line that says defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And there is at the top of this document, there's an X in a box, and that box states that this is a plea bargain case and that you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, did you and your attorney sign a document out there before you? That document is titled the discovery certification.
Yes, sir.
And okay, now, and the documents that's on the tablet, and the documents that you have there before you, that have your signature and your initials on these documents. Your attorney go over these documents with you.
I couldn't hear you, sir.
Okay, Mr. Walker, did your attorney go over the documents with you, the documents that you signed and initialed?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Now, State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
No objection.
Okay, no objections. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Salmon, you have advised and counseled Mr. Walker. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Walker, your attorney, Mr. Samuel, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Walker, I will accept your plea of true to allegations 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I will also find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your pleas are true to these allegations and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to revoke your unadjudicated probation, and your unadjudicated probation is hereby revoked. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
The state is offering 45 days jail time.
Okay, 45 days jail time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, now, Mr. Walker, the state is offering that you serve, you have a copy of that judgment? The state is offering that you serve 45 days in the Jefferson County Jail. And now, as it relates to this judgment, you'll be committed to the Jefferson County Jail to serve out the execution of 45 days, and you'll be remanded into custody until all such costs and fines are paid. What's the court cost on this? Now, there's a $57 court cost that is required to be paid. Let me ask you this. So that's a part of the judgment as well. Okay, if you unable to pay it, you'll just have to sit that out. I think they give you, it says $100 per day. This is not even a full day for $57. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that, now, do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered in with the state. Now, we have another case here. This other case is cause number 3200433. It's the state of Texas versus Howard Dwayne Walker Jr. The information in this case states that on or about August 12th of 2018, while you're in Jackson County, Texas, you were charged with the Class B misdemeanor offense of criminal mischief. Mr. Walker, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Walker, okay. And to this charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Now, you're pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you are actually guilty? Are you pleading guilty because you're guilty?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. Walker, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1, which is a misdemeanor plea admonishment. On this document, it states that this is a Class B misdemeanor. On page 2 of this document, there are a set of initials on the line that says guilty, HW. Did you place your initials on this line?
Yes, sir.
And on page 3 of this document, there's a signature above the line that says defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, which is the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, there's a signature above the line that says defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
Now, while you were out there, did you sign, or when I say where you are now, did you sign a document out there that is titled the discovery certification?
Well, I mean, right now?
Why, before we started this
Okay.
hearing?
Yes, sir.
Now, the documents that you signed there and the documents with your initials and signatures here, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
Is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
No objection.
Okay, no objection. State's Exhibit Number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Samuel, you have advised and counseled Mr. Walker. Is there any evidence that he's currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, sir, Your Honor.
Mr. Walker, your attorney, Mr. Samuel, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation? Provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Have I represented you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. Walker, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of guilty and waiver is freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what's that agreement?
The state is offering 45 days jail time to run concurrent with case number 310790.
Okay, now, do we know what the cost is here? Mr. 327. Okay, now, Mr. Walker, it is offering that you serve 45 days in jail, and you'll be remanded to the custody of the sheriff until said fine, and then court costs and the court cost of 327 is paid or served out. Do you understand the state's offer in this case?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you've entered into with the state. Yes,
Your Honor, I do have a question. I want to make sure this is correct. With this, on the MTRP, he served 25 days total.
okay, okay,
And on the new cases, he's now served, as I understand it, 24 days. So I want to make sure that all of that is being calculated at the same time to run concurrently, and the fines and everything.
okay. Now, Mr. Samuel, Mr. Walker will be given credit for any time that he's entitled to get by law. Okay,
Yes, sir.
all right. Now, we'll move on to our third case. And the third case is cause number 320435, and it's styled the State of Texas versus Howard Dwayne Jr. And in this case, Mr. Walker, Howard Dwayne Walker Jr., excuse me. In this case, Mr. Walker, the information states that you're charged with the Class A misdemeanor offense of interference with a emergency telephone call. And it states that on or about August 12th of 2018, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the offense of interference with the emergency telephone call. Mr. Walker, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Walker, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, no contest.
Guilty.
Now, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you are actually guilty? Are you pleading guilty because you're guilty?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Walker, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1, which is the misdemeanor plea admonishment. On this document, on page 2, there's a set of initials, HW. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
And on page 3, there's a signature above the line that says defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, which is the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal. Okay. Yeah, on the next document, which is the defendant certification for the right of appeal, there is a signature at the bottom on the line that says defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And there's a one box that's checked at the top of this document. Did that box state that this is a plea bargain case? You have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And out there before you, you should have a document that is titled the discovery certification. Did you sign that document?
Yes, sir.
Now, prior to signing and initially in these documents, did your attorney, Mr. Samuel, go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
No objection.
Okay, no objection. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Samuel, you advised in counsel, Mr. Walker, is there any evidence that he's currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Walker, your attorney, Mr. Samuel, has advised in counsel you are satisfied with his representation.
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Walker, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of guilty and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I'll also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is that agreement?
The state is offering 45 days jail time to run concurrent with cases 310790 and 320433.
Mr. Walker, the state is offering that you serve 45 days in Jefferson County Jail, and Mr. Walker, you'll be required to serve that time in jail, and you'll also be assessed, you serve out your court costs. You don't have a fine in this case, and the court cost is $327. Now, Mr. Walker, you'll be given credit on this case for any time that you're entitled to get by law, and this case will run concurrent with your previous 2 cases, so they're running at the same time. Now, Mr. Walker, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
Do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Walker, I'll follow the plea bargain. Let's see, make sure.
Okay. You doing?
Okay, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Now, Peppo.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see, before he leaves. Uh, let's see, Miss Musgrove.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let me do